The addition of Las Vegas to next season's F1 schedule puts some of the other circuits at risk, with some suggestions Monaco might be at risk of disappearing from the calendar. Organizers of the Monaco Grand Prix have guaranteed that the famous race will remain part of the Formula One calendar for years to come. That declaration comes despite the threat posed by the recently announced addition of Las Vegas to the schedule and the declining prestige of the annual Monte Carlo meeting. Monaco has for decades been the host of the most iconic race on the F1 calendar. It is even regarded as part of the Triple Crown of Motorsport, which challenges racers to win the Grand Prix in Monte Carlo, as well as the 24 Hours of Le Mans and the Indianapolis 500. Graham Hill remains the only racer in history to win all three. Even just a few years ago, talk of Monaco losing its place in the schedule would have been unthinkable, but the winding street circuit no longer suits the modern cars and races have largely become rather dull. Off the track, F1 owners Liberty Media have forced organizers to start paying a hosting fee, and Chief Stefano Domenicali has warned that races will not be saved from the axe solely because of their pedigree. From next year, Las Vegas will host an annual race, an arrangement which could see Monaco replaced as the most glitzy destination of the season. That addition takes the number of races to 24, the maximum allowed in a calendar year under the current arrangement. F1 bosses are expected to soon announce a deal to bring Kyalami back to the schedule after a 20-year absence. Adding the South African Grand Prix would take the number of races over that limit of 24, meaning at least one of the races on this year's calendar would not keep its place in 2023. Monaco's contract ends this year, so as it stands, the race on May 29 is the last one guaranteed to be held going forward. If it were to not return next year, then it will be only the second time since the 1950s that the paddock has not descended upon the Principality, the other being in 2020 as the season was disrupted by the coronavirus pandemic. Michel Boeri, president of the Monaco Automobile Club, has expressed his confidence that the event will continue to be an annual fixture on the schedule. This week he told race marshals, it was implied that the fees required were too excessive for Monaco and that the Grand Prix would no longer be held. That's untrue.
If